Today I'm making a red chilli jam and it's one of my favourite relishes and it makes a really nice present because I think one of the best things about Christmas is making presents to give to other people and also getting them back as well. But a homemade gift really makes Christmas special for me. Now you need quite a big pan because there's a large volume of ingredients, but they will really reduce down. And I'm actually going to be making double the quantity because I want to make sure there's enough to go round. First of all, I've got some onion that I've chopped. If you want the full recipe, it'll be in the description below. Next, some red pepper. So you can see already it's going to be a really beautiful colour, this jam. And then now for the chillies. Now there's loads there, but it is a chilli jam and a little bit will go a long way. So in that goes. Oh, lots of heat. I'm a real chilli fan. Now I'm just going to do the last couple. Now there is a theory that leaving the seeds in will make it hotter. I don't know if it's true. I've got Georgia in the kitchen with me today. What's your theory, Georgia?
I take the seeds out.
Even though it might not necessarily be true?
Even if it might not necessarily be true.
I don't know. I don't know whether it's true or not, but what I'm going to do is I've taken most of the seeds out. I'm going to leave the seeds in just for the last couple. I quite like the texture as well that the seeds give, that sort of little bit of chew bite, you know what I mean? And there you go. Be careful with your hands as well if you're using them to put your chillies in like I am. Next, lots of garlic. Never enough garlic, is there? Not in my book anyway. So grate that straight in. If you want to, you can crush it, but we're going to use a grater for the ginger, so you may as well use it for both jobs. Now there are no spices in this jam. I'm just keeping it quite simple and plain, and all the flavour is going to come from the chilli and the ginger and the garlic. And that makes it quite versatile, I think. It'll be really good on a cheese board, obviously, but also, well, we're obsessed with cheese toasties in this house, especially during lockdown. We've all been home. The cheese toasties have been getting us through lunch times, and a little spoonful of this really will liven them up. Ginger, you need a couple of teaspoons. And just grate that straight in. If you want to add more ginger, do. And if you feel like spicing it up, you could try some mustard seeds or cumin seeds. Be a little bit experimental. I don't know why it makes you think of Christmas ginger, because you do eat it all year round, but it is one of those things, along with cinnamon, that just makes you feel festive, doesn't it? And especially this year, more than any other year, I think that we need the comfort of Christmas, don't we?
Definitely.
We still don't know what we're going to be doing exactly on Christmas Day, but we're definitely starting the festivities a little bit earlier. Right, that's the ginger in. Make sure you get it all off the back. So that's all the hard work done now. Next, I've got a couple of cans of chopped tomatoes. Second can, and these are just essential chopped tomatoes. In they go. Now for the sugar, I've got preserving sugar here, and you can see the crystals are larger, and that just means that it dissolves more slowly, and it means it's less likely to catch and burn. We want it on quite a low heat, and you should find that it forms less residue on the surface. Use whatever sugar you've got though, granulated or caster sugar would still be fine. I'm going to add some salt, not too much, because we're going to season it with a little bit of soy sauce right at the end. Next, some white wine vinegar, and because I'm making double, I'm going to use the whole bottle. Nice and easy, in that goes. We're just going to heat this, stirring from time to time until the sugar dissolves. And then once your sugar's dissolved, bring it to the boil and bubble it quite steadily for about an hour and a half until it's really nice and thickened. Just keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't catch on the bottom. Now you can see it's thickened really nicely, but we've got this lovely spoonable consistency, which is just what we're after. And then just to finish it off and give it a sort of savoury edge, I'm just going to add a little splash of soy sauce. And that's our chilli jam all ready to jar up. And I've got some jars here, and I've got some that I've used before, and I've just sterilised all of them just to make sure it lasts a little bit longer. And then I'm just going to use a ladle. You might find a jug easier. It's impossible to get it in without spillages down the side, so don't worry about that. Just a hot cloth should solve that problem. There we go. And go quite close to the top, and then just leave that to cool completely. And then once they're all done and cold, when Cassia gets back from school later, I'm going to get her to write some little gift tags for us. Right, do you know who I think might like one of these?
Who?
Should we do one for Georgia?
Okay.
Okay, which one? Where are you going?
Which colour? Which colour is favourite?
Come back round here.
My favourite colour is blue.
That's for Nana. And that's for somebody mysterious. Nice. There we are. Do you want to go and give it to Georgia? I think she might know by now. Go give it to her.
Thank you so much. What a surprise!
She didn't see that coming, did she?